Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
Na 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 na. Come ooh and that's a Romeo. Revolution.
I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase Satan out of earth. I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase the devil out of earth.
All through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakak Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do it well, and like-minded men who are believing, preaching, teaching in the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the Akwath who believe. In these last days, you could be going all types of places, doing all types of things, but you're here with us. You're here with the Lord. And we're looking for that salvation. So for us to get to that salvation, right, we need the so-called white man to come out of power. And I saw this clip, all right, from this movie, A Cure for Wellness. I don't know how old it is. This is a trailer that went across the screen when I was doing the lesson. And, you know, it touched me. I had remembered some scriptures when I saw that. And as you see, it says, man rid himself of God. And this is how the Edomite is going to come out of power, because when we think about the spirit in him, it's off, which lines up with the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 4th verse. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, right? So the soul in these Edomites, it's not right. As a matter of fact, Malachi labeled them as the border of wickedness. Job, he said that they were vile, base men. So our forefathers warned us for the men that we was going to see in 2025. And we see this government, we see the wicked starting Jacob's trouble. All right, but these things, these prophecies and these things must happen. And what does a physician do when they have to get rid of an unwanted parasite or a disease in the flesh? When it's the last resort? Let's get the scripture before I push play, right? Because that's what's about to happen. That's what we're going to. Okay, the physician, man. This is Sirach. Okay, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 10. It reads, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he today is a king, tomorrow shall die. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creepy things, beast and worms. Okay? The beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned from his maker. And Esau, being in his pride, has never turned to the Lord. So he's going to inherit worms. Let's play this.
Hierarchy of everything that gave him meaning, till he was left worshipping empty altars. Do you know what the cure of the human condition is? Disease. Because only is there hope for a cure.
The only hope and cure for the so-called white man is for him to fall. Smitten. And this happened before already. This actually happened before on a different level. Worms is going to be the end of the Edomite. Just like in times past, he was smitten with this plague. And worms, just like you see that worm in that tube, okay, consumed him from inside and out. The debaucherous man that this white man is, this Edomite devil that he is. You can be a king today and tomorrow you shall die. How many lives has the Vatican destroyed? The Roman Catholic Church, these people in these high positions set to molest children. This is 2 Maccabees 9 and 5. This is the account, all right, where Antiochus Epiphanes. And this is how the so-called white man, you're going to be in worms, man. Worms are going to consume you. It says, but the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, smote him with an incurable and invisible plague. Or as soon as he had spoken these words, a pain of the bowels, remediless, came upon him. So there was no remedy, okay, for the disease, the plague that the Lord smit him with. He was going to go down regardless, okay? And that's the fear of the Most High. And it says, and sore torments of the inner parts. In that most justly, for he had tormented other men's bowels with many strange torments. So the Lord was doing these things, all right, to the heathen. He was putting the curses on them, man. He was smiting them. So when they were seeing, Antiochus, they knew that this was by the hand of the Most High, right? So when you go down to verse 9, it says, so that the worms rose out of the body of this wicked man. And whilst he lived in sorrow and pain, his flesh fell away, and the filthiness of the smell was noisome to all his army. You see that? Okay? And the men that thought a little for he could reach the stars of heaven, no man could endure to carry for his intolerable stink. Right? Hey, man. Hey, so you people, man, you're going to be consumed by worms to the point where you stink. Right? The whole land is going to stink by the Edomite getting cut off, man. You see that? So the hand of the Lord is going to come upon all of you, of the wicked. Worms came out of the bowels of this man, man. His eyes and his nose. Imagine that. Same thing is going to happen to the wicked. The Lord hit him so hard that his flesh started peeling off. He lived in pain and sorrow. And his whole army saw it and they smelled it. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what the Lord's going to do this time. Matter of fact, he did the same thing to Herod. Hold on, let's play this more. I want y'all to see this. Yeah. It just shows you the mind of him. He's not upright. Okay? So again, this already happened before. We showed you the Antiochus. Now let's go and show you another Edomite. Okay, who wasn't of the Seleucid dynasty. Right? What's that? Acts 12. Okay. Hey, worms consume these devils, man. Okay? All right? And so these are plenty examples that you can see that the Lord ain't playing. And he done it in times past, and he's going to do the same thing in these times. You see? Hey, so the Israelites, man, we're going to be redeemed. But Esau, Edom, is going to fall by the wayside. Remember, the Lord said he put by Esau. And he's going to be consumed by these worms. This is, okay, Acts 12 and I'll start at 21. It says, and upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in royal apparel, sat upon his throne and was made an oration upon them. See, now Herod was only a king, all right, of the Israelites of this time because he married into, all right, it wasn't because of his bloodline. He married an Israelite woman, okay, right? So don't come here with the why is Herod. Go read your history. And this is why he's going to fall. And we're showing you how this man went out. right? Verse 22, and the people gave a shout saying, it is the voice of God and not of a man. And immediately the angel of the Lord smote him because he gave not God the glory. That's what the devil would do. Just like Second Thessalonians reads, right? He's against all righteousness. Because why? He's the man of sin. Okay? Right? He wants to sit in the temple of the Most High, but train to be the Most High by putting hell on Israelites in the land of the north. We ain't got to go show you clips of going, you just turn on your news and you see what's going on out in the streets. Right? But his end, right? Because he gave not the glory, he was eaten by worms and he gave up the ghost. Okay? He was eaten by worms and he gave up the ghost. Let that sit in, man. All right?
Because who is left virtuous?
Call on La, Abanal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Habakakadash. As we watch the fall of Babylon, we're going to see the king that sits today die tomorrow. And our Messiah, Yahweh Shai, is going to come back and reign supreme and be king. And every knee is going to bow. And at that time, his elect is going to restore the kingdom of heaven, being right here on earth. So we just got to hold on just a little more and watch these prophecies play out. Because this is going to be the end of the so-called white man. And with that, I give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Habakakadash. This is the priest and your brother Azahar Ma, Abba Babal, and Shalom.